going to look at the song Margaritaville. It's by Jimmy Buffett, and it's quite a popular tune. It's a lot of fun. And it has what we call a calypso rhythm. But before we get into all that, let's just review the chords that we're going to use on this song. This is what we would call a 3-chord song. It's using the 3 chords that are our primary chords for the scale of D. It's the key signature is F sharp and a C sharp, so we are in the key of D major. So our first note in the D major scale is a D. So the chord note on that first note is the first chord, and that is D. The fourth note is a G. So the chord note on the fourth note is the 4th chord, the G chord, and then the 5th chord, which is A. Often the 5th chord would be made into a 7th, and I do that quite often when I'm playing on this. I'll go ahead and make that A and A 7th, adding the 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th interval to this chord, making it an A 7th. Now, as you glance across your lead sheet here, you'll see a slash chord. That's right here where it says in the chorus here, an A slash C sharp. So here's my A chord. When I invert it to the first inversion, bringing the bottom note to the top, the C sharp is now in the bottom. It's the bottom note. So that's what they're asking to be played there. Now let's see. All chords, we can use the inversions of them. Remember, that could be A7 as we ad lib. And the important thing when we're ad-libbing is that we also remember chord harmonization. Chord harmonization. So the top note is our melody, but the chord is going to go underneath that melody. So here is the melody. Now it says it's supposed to have a D chord with it. Where did I get this? That's my 2nd chord. That's my E minor. I just put that in there to make the nice thirds harmonies. So as you study more on the piano, you probably are aware of something called the diatonic triads. And those are the 7 triads within each major scale. Within each scale, but there's a, this is in the major key. So I have 7 different notes. That means I have 7 different chords that can be built. And in the major scale, the first chord is major, the 2nd is minor, the 3rd is minor, the 4th is major, the 5th is also major. Remember, those are our primary chords, D, G, and A. The 6th chord, which is a minor, the 7th, which is a diminished, and then back to major at the end. Let's see what we got going here. So we have, that's how I would do that melody. Good, and that's just the first part. And then we have the chorus. Wasting away. So I have to go from D to G, right? So when we have a space like that and some beats that need to be filled, we're going to throw a walk up. I have to go to G. The notes E and F sharp are right on the way of my D scale to get there. So I would have a walk up. And sometimes we'll have a walk down. We're walking up to the note, we're walking down to another note. So, where did I get this chord? How did I know to play an E minor? Well, I have to go up, right? And my 2nd note would be E. I know that the 2nd chord is a minor chord, which is E minor. And it fits right in there, doesn't it? And then my 1 chord I would most likely do there. Or you could do the 3rd chord, but I don't care for that as much. So here we are. 1, 3, 4, and then D7. For the 7th note in that scale. And I can walk that up. 7. Now I gotta walk up to my G chord. So that's that slash chord. So that is basically the song. It goes into the coda, which is basically a repeat of the ending here. And I'll go ahead and I'll touch on that in a minute. Let's talk about the rhythm to this. Like I said earlier, it's a calypso. So my left hand's going to have that. And when my right hand isn't playing the melody, it's going to be the rhythm section of the song. So I'm going to take the first inversion because my left hand is playing the D, so my right hand's going to take that D first inversion. Now, that's fun, isn't it? And if you wanted to, you could also put it on a different type of setting, like the vibraphone or something like that. But for our purposes today, we're going to just stick with piano. So my left hand is making octaves, and it's going to play the 5th note of that chord I'm in as the bounce. Now, if you want to try something, you could do a little spin on that A. Or you could spin off of the G. I kind of like the F sharp. I don't think I would do it all the time, but just every now and then to throw in something that's fun, right? So here we go. I know the intro to this because I have the sheet music, and you might want to purchase the sheet music as well, just so you have how this intro goes. And I'm going to go ahead and play that for you and demonstrate the calypso pattern. So that was kind of fun, wasn't it? So that's nice to have the sheet music. I love the lead sheets, but I might even copy and paste that over here someplace just as a reminder of me how that goes. So when I pick this up again, it's like, oh yeah, it has that for the intro. Just little things to help us. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put the hands together, and you can watch as I'm doing that bounce pattern. And you can vary that, you know, however you want to do. And you might see me go ahead and use the octaves as well. So I'm going to go ahead and play this all the way through one time through, okay? Here we go. Go back and play this couple more verses to it. There's a lead, blah blah blah. You can play around with this for a while. So let's go to this coda. And like I said, the outro is written here on this. That's very nice. That's the last 3 measures here. So you're using the G chord. And you can just do a little something there to end it. I just did the D chord. This, or however you want to do it. Something simple. Okay, so let's play that coda, alright? So we just finished that part and we're on the coda here. Okay, hope that helps. Best of luck to you guys. All right, bye-bye.